propelling your life, effectiveness and performance to a whole new level. Miracles don't just happen to you, they happen through you, for you, and because of you. You are the miracle. You are the magic you've been searching for. Abundance is your birthright. Abundance is your duty. Your divine design duty is to thrive and receive the blessings. In the core of your being, all potentiality is contained. The whole success DNA is already latent within you. Your life's experience is the fertile ground that enables your true potential to manifest, emerging as your human divine design purpose. Reality is images of your mind expressed. There is no thing outside of you. Welcome to your day 5 of your program, Abundance Thriving Manifestation, the ATM program. My name is Hanna Katz. And today we'll be talking about and actually learning how propelling your life, effectiveness and performance to a whole new level. So we will talk about the RCPA method. We will look at implementing effectiveness and enabling productivity. The DW system to focus, plan and track and to have balance and in your life easily and effortlessly. So here is the system which I will be sharing with you. The letter of today as well, we will be talking about that and what it means to your life abundant. So more about love as well and how it impacts all. And we will look and address the 10 different areas of your life and how we really get the balance of life that we desire. So on day 4, we finished with the mantra, I am possible. And today's letter, the power, is in the letter D. So let's look at that. Okay, so D is for many, many things. And I'm sure you can come up with many of yours. And I would love to hear that. So do send me your text, your messages, post it wherever you'd like. Email me, that's absolutely fine. So D is for determine and define your life. It really is important to determine and define what your life is about. And of course, you can redetermine that as you reach your goal. So this existence is really a blip in the fabric of space-time continuum. So we need to act now. Okay, we can't leave things for chance, although they happen all the time. But most people are quite closed off to this experience. So you take the driving seat and you determine. Diverse. Ensure your day is spent equally on nourishing and addressing all aspects of your being. And so here comes the system, which is the DW, the Dream Weaver. And I will share that with you if you send an email. Okay, so do send me an email or text message and I will post it also on the public platform. This system is really comprehensive. We need to have the vertical and the horizontal alignment, if you like. So the vertical is about the human, divine, spiritual. So this is our vertical aspiration and our self-actualization. And here is our human physical or human animal. And this takes care of our physical aspects of our needs, shelter, home, money to be able to do the things we love. So they're here represented. And each segment of this pie, of this dream weaving, is an aspect of our life. So one here is time and space for you. Allocate time for your vision. Most people don't really give themselves time to either meditate or daydream. Really visualize your life. There is a say, if you're too busy to meditate for half an hour, then you must meditate for an hour, double time. So you really need to give yourself time. Give a time. That's the village where I come from. Number 2 Number 2 is intimate relationships, family, friends. So relationships, you need to really check where you're at. Are you happy and satisfied with your relationships? Obviously, relationships that turned into relationships from the past, you might as well let that go or do something about it. So it depends really on, does it impact your life? Okay, so you need to choose and you need to determine, be very honest with yourself about where you're at with these things. Number 3 is health, fitness. That includes walking, swimming, dancing, yoga, whatever it is that your health, fitness, well-being is about. So health and fitness, like that. It's number 3, and it's here in this quadrant. And in this area, this of the pie, is your well-being, mental, emotional, and physical nourishment. You really need to think about the mind, body, spirit as one, and your mental well-being affects your emotional well-being. It affects your physical well-being, and vice versa. And that will, of course, affect your spiritual well-being if you believe that exists, or if you determine that. Number 5 is your hobbies, leisure, and fun. So really check if you've got any hobbies that you are fulfilling on, your leisure time, your fun. Number 6 is your work. Make your work your hobby, and that will alter your world experience. Number 7 is finances. Plan to thrive in all aspects of your life. So you really need to plan your finances, and you need to get a reality check and restore, all balance in your accounts. So if you are in debt, make plans on how to repay the debts. Number 8 is growth, your personal and professional development. Number 9 is your spiritual fulfillment. And number 10, which is up here, number 10, it's your contribution to humanity or human unity. And it's contribution to your spiritual community, contribution to humanity, whether you know the people or not, just contribution. So to do this DW, this Dream Weaver exercise, you'll need to draw a circle or a square, however you want, and divide it. I've divided this into segments of 10 because these are the areas that are important to me, but you can do it to 5 or 6, 7, 8, whatever it is. You got more, that's absolutely fine. You are a very multidimensional human being, and you determine your life. So determine what areas are important in your life, what areas you desire to focus on. Okay, so do this, doing the dream weaving of system, it will really enable you to focus, to plan, to track your progress. So you do where you're at right now, where you would like to be, and track that as well. So you can add, as you could see, I used colors, if you have the ability to see colors, and I track this. So I add the segments so I can track my progress. And sometimes, I need to readjust things. The idea is that all areas, all segments of your life is actually in balance, and it's like a wheel. So a wheel has integrity when all segments of the wheel actually are at the same level, and that has integrity, and that takes momentum and grows. But if some areas are depleted, like your dreams or finances or your work, career, then of course that would actually hinder you and hinder your progress. So it's really important to actually pay attention to these areas. Okay, so restore that integrity to the will so that you can actually continue with the momentum of growth. Right, so you need to look at which area, which segment of your life is actually out of balance, and what action you need to take. Have it in a place that you can see it. Have it on the fridge, or have it in the wall of your office. Take a picture of it. So visit it daily. You focus on it and you know which areas do I need to take action now. And in fact, plan your day in a way that, okay, half an hour for my dreams. I meditate on my dreams. 1 hour on relationship with this person. 3 hours relationship with my family. Like that. So it really is important to allocate time in a day. I even have occasions in my diary for time to spend with my daughter. It really is important. We diarize that. So it's very, very important. Now, the key of success in having this convert into your life is by implementing that. Implementing it and really have that present as a visual aid, as occasions in your diary that you need to address, like, half an hour working on financial forecasting for the day, half an hour on fun, or more. So you determine half an hour of exercising every day, like that. Okay, have it on your fridge. It's great because we often go there, or to buy the kettle if you drink more than eat more, so look at it several times a day. Okay, back to the D's. Daily practice. That can be one of your daily practices, looking at your dream weaving formula of success. Okay, declutter. Declutter is really, really important because otherwise it will delimitate. Okay, delete whatever does not serve you. Do whatever is aligned with your vision. Okay, do not doubt yourself. So I'm all in the D's at the moment. Discernment, exercise discernment. Discernment means that you are filtering, you're deciding what you allow in and what you allow out. So make sure that you exercise your discernment filtering power when other people are involved, because it's really important what you allow in to be only that which serves you, only that which enhances your life, your vision. So, there's, if you have any doubt, any inner war, dichotomy, it will destroy how you feel for the day. It will destroy your plans. So be very, very mindful. Okay, determine and decide. Be disciplined. It's really, really important, having determination and and decisions. Get a direction. Direction, it really is like you direct the script of your life. Okay, you make sure that direction is where you put your focus, and where you will aim, this is what you get. Okay, if you look at this target or at that goal or at that accomplishment, you will get there or near it. But if you're looking away from it and you're aiming, most people miss that. So it's really, really important to direct your aim, your focus, direct your energy in a focused manner, enhance your abilities and your skills. Just identify where do you need to hone your skills. You probably already know everything that you need. Okay, learning more will hinder you. Use what you've got already. Okay, just make sure, because we get we buy into other courses and into other ways and other systems. This is one of them. But you actually really do know what your passion is about, and focus on that and just see what comes out from within you that you've studied, that you've used as a hobby. I met this lady. We were cooking for a community. This is what I do sometimes on Wednesdays. I go and I cook for the community. And there's this amazing lady who is a grandmother, and she's very humble. She takes huge pride in showing me these origami things that she makes. She makes 3-dimensional hedgehogs, makes 3-dimensional everything. Christmas decoration she makes herself from the origami. This lady is so talented, and I would pay a lot of money to have her items, like the 3-dimensional hedgehog and other such things. It is just incredible. Use your passion to actually benefit you as well. Okay? So direct your energy, enhance your abilities and skill, propel, be propelled by the energy that you harness. So it could be even anger. I used to use my anger to motivate me and propel me in getting more degrees. Or when I was angry, I used to go and build structures in the garden. So I used to do that. Of course, there were times that I used my anger in a very destructive way, but I also knew how to harness it and direct it to a very beneficial. So I created these amazing structures. So utilize that to your benefit in a constructive way. Get that degree, get the project finished, build that house. Back to the D's. Discretion. Choose carefully whom you share information, and while you're formulating your intended plans and dreams. So a lot of people might be envious to a destructive place. Some of your friends don't like you to thrive. Some of them they marvel and they need you to stay where you're at. So be very mindful who you share with. Some family members don't understand or feel threatened by your evolving. So be very mindful. Okay? Discern. As I said before, use the filters that allow you to take in what serves you, and it also closes off what doesn't serve you. Okay? Whatever you wish to eliminate, you can let that wash over you. D for distinguishing. Distinguish and identify what actually enhances you and what disarms you. Okay? What benefits you and what is hindering your process, your progress, and your feel-good factor. Ensure you discipline yourself. Okay? Discipline is really important. Check your emails and social networking at certain times of the day. Or if you are self-employed and you're working ad hoc in different times, make sure you allow a certain amount of time to be sucked into that cyberspace environment. Okay, so really be mindful and discipline yourself. Like mobile phone messages, check them at certain times. Emails, only check a few times, otherwise you could spend a whole day checking emails. So or Facebook messages. So discipline is really paramount, especially if you're self-employed or if you're planning on being self-employed. Make sure that whatever it is that you're choosing to have as a vocation or sustain is durable. Ensure that whatever you choose is sustainable and maintainable. Okay, you'll need to gather momentum. It'll come with time, and then when putting systems in place, you will actually find ways to have them self-sustainable. Okay, so that they run themselves. The RCPA formula. The RCPA, R for resolve. No matter what it may, I am doing this, I'm being that, I'm having that. So resolve. 2 is about committing. So RCPA, resolve. Commit. Commit to whatever it is that you're committing for your success, and take the actions that correlate for that success. 3, persist. So RCPA. P is persist. You take action, you take another action, you persist until you succeed. And the mantra is, I persist until I succeed, or I persist, therefore I succeed, or I persist, I succeed. Make sure you remind yourself that persistent action, consistent, persistent action will get you wherever you're going. Even if it's just climbing a hill, persistent action, taking one step after the other, and you will get to the top. Okay, and of course the A in this acronym, in this formula, the RCPA is action. So it's resolve, commit, persist, and action. This is really important to remember. Write it down, have it for you. It's all here for you, for your benefit. Dream and design, we will talk about on day 6. which is tomorrow. Okay. Another D is for being dispassionate. Be impartial to others' dramas, and strong emotions that could take you off course. So if you like, you become like the I, that being centered being in the center, really being centered within yourself. The dramas of other people around you might happen around you. It's a bit like the tornado. It's very calm in the center. Okay, so don't allow yourself to be swayed by other people's dramas. It's very alluring. It's very interesting. One of my people has just been recounting all the dramas of the other people. But since we've been doing the work together, he actually got that it was just too much drama and he doesn't need that anymore. Okay? It is, just remember that the craziest person in the room, or the craziest person in the family, or the craziest person in that work environment will actually dictate, and it's the weakest link, and that will actually dictate and destroy the whole system working. So be very mindful. Okay, again, use the discernment. D for direction. Direct your life. Be the director of your life. You dictate how your life goes and how it is to be. D for dispel. Dispel anything that is not serving you in any aspect of your life. Okay, and we're going to do that decluttering as well. So you need to be ruthless at times with people, with items, with experience, so that you thrive, or you can give your power away to other people. So, it's really important. D for displaced items. They indicate scatteredness, okay, scattered way of being. Retrieve, bring back order to your life, okay? Remember that it's putting back, it's remembering, it's putting back all members of your being back, so that you're aligned, you're focused, you are in power. Okay, we're talking about your creativity, the hands of creativity, the sexuality, everything integrated. So all members of your being brought into alignment. Back to the D's. Okay, be disseminate information that you desire to know. Disseminate information that other people desire to know. You have a plethora of knowledge. Share it. Be that benevolent, generous being. Desire, D for desire. Desire is the fuel that actually gets you, gets your heart, your soul, and your ego's wishes. Use that. Harness it consciously. Okay? D for dissolve. Dissolve all the things that are not serving you. They are not congruent with your being. They are not serving your life purpose, your company, or the relationship. Let that go. Patterns of behavior that don't serve you, let them go. You don't need to reenact that. Okay? Discuss. D for discuss. Discuss and communicate with your partner in life, your partners in business. Okay? Make sure, as I said about durability, ensure that what you choose is sustainable and maintainable. Okay? So we spoke about the formula. Let's talk about decluttering. So you need to declutter your mind, your space, your environment, so make sure that you really focus. Make sure that you start with papers in the office. Look through your papers, look through any loose pieces of papers, look through binders, look through folders, look through boxes, look through your drawers. Make sure that you give attention, and you can have a system of folders or piles in the room that you really discriminate and put a good practice. And number one pile or box will be what requires urgent attention and action is required. So urgent and action, the pile of urgent and action, and by when. So this has to be dealt with daily and then moved. So it needs to be cleared. It's like your in tray, if you like. It needs to be cleared, dealt with and cleared, or dealt with by the 5th. So you write notes on it by when. by the 5th of February, by the 12th of January, like that. And you've got a finite time, and you then move that away. Okay, they often are bills or demands for responses in your business, like that. Number 2 pile is it's only about important things, for records only. So accounts for records, any communication with the Inland Revenue, like that. So that is to be filed. So you move things from pile 1, which is urgent and action, into filing. Okay, and you know that you've got to file it. As soon as it gets there, you file it, or you have time allocated to file these in a day. Maybe at 1 o'clock you spend 15 minutes filing, or maybe first thing in the morning, last thing at night time before you finish your work. Make sure you file things away. Make sure make sure your inbox of your emails are emptied at the end of the day. Okay, 3 is the projects I'm working on, and what it means. It could be the books that I'm writing. It could be, and they have specific dates. So you have it as subjects. It's all tidy. Bringing order to your filing system, whether it is on a computer with your inbox, whether it is filing on your desktop, whether it is loose papers in the office, it really will bring it will bring peace of mind to you. It will eliminate clutter. It really is incredible. So projects you're working on is really important. Then have what it is that you're not going to deal with. Okay, what you have not read in 6 months. There's a pile of I'm never going to deal with that, and get rid of that. Okay, so this is a bit of an elaborate from the mission control. So they have this, what I'm not doing. So get rid of that. Okay, so whatever you haven't read in 6 months, maybe you just look at it and then, no, I'm never going to read that, and get rid of it. If you will read it, say by when. Okay, so that's really, really important. It's the hardest thing to do, is letting go of all these things, because we often identify us with chattels and things. They're not you. Okay, so make space for the new to come. So if you make space in your cupboard, you discard things you haven't wore in a year, and suddenly you have space to have new clothes, new garments. Okay, you allow things to come anew. Clear your drawers, clear your cupboards, clear your paperwork, clear your desktop. Make sure that everything is clean. If you wish, you can give it away to someone, you can give it to charity, you can sell it in car boot sale, you can put it on programs like Spock, that someone comes and picks it up. But have a lifeline, not a deadline, but a lifeline. By when? By when. Okay, if you will feel so relieved just doing that and having the space and having the clarity, and you might, and also you might indulge in a momentary lapse of righteousness, which is what I do when I do something and I feel so righteous within myself, and it's great. It just means that I just cleansed, I purged some things, certainly all the stuff from the past, most of them gone. There's nothing to hold on to. Okay, and enjoy that, because everything will pass. So remember that even feeling good, this too shall pass. Feeling bad, this too shall pass. Remember that mantra, this too shall pass. We spoke about it before, and here it is again. We often identify a thing with what it represents. We put on to things, the meaning. So we imbue a thing with what it means to us. So let it go. A thing is just a thing. So some items in the house you may not be able to look at because it reminds you of the past. Then get rid of it. Or disengage the meaning from that item, because it really it has got nothing to do with it. So nostalgia actually keeps things in place as it is, so that we might have the illusion that we feel secure, and it weighs us down. It weighs us down with possessiveness. Okay, so chattels, chattels are things that you own, and icons of success and possession. We think that they determine who we are. They don't. Okay, so discipline, letting go, is actually a spiritual practice, and it's highly effective as a practice in succeeding in business. So, it really is important. Now, reality is not black and white. It has many shades of everything, all colors of your being. Nowadays, films portray more honest depiction of human beings, where in the past, the black and white films determined, and you knew clearly who the villain is and who the goodies were, but nowadays it's kind of, we are complex human beings, really, and it really is important that we understand that we have many aspects to our being, many emotional states. We have the roller coaster of life. One of my people has shared with me that she demonized her father, and realizing that he actually is a great parent. He's very kind and caring. Yes, he may have these aspects of nastiness. Most of it, is in her own making. Most of it, she constructed him to be like that. But actually, he's a really kind, she gets that he's a kind person. And, for that person, the reason why it was like that is because she needed to move away from the father to stop idealizing him, in order to forge relationships with other men, healthy relationships. Now, I recognize that in my own life. I've idolized my father until I was a teenager. Then I demonized him so that I could move on and forge relationships. It's just a human thing. Now, a bit of personal disclosure. My father was actually a very kind, human, amazing human being. He was a righteous man. He was highly intelligent. For me, he was the perfect man. Yet he also had pent up, unexpressed anger. We were safe. We were very safe, but his anger was uncontainable at times. It was due to not managing the painful memories and experiences when he was reliving the Holocaust. So it mainly came out in his nightmares, and of course it manifested as cancer. So we need to own up the fact that we have all aspects of our being. We're nasty, we're saints, we are everything in between. Okay, love all aspects of your being. Love the multidimensional complex that your beingness is. Alanis Morissette, she has a great song where she sings, I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint, I do not feel ashamed. So this is really great song to sing along. Also, Madonna has a song, and the words are, you can call me a sinner or you can call me a saint. Celebrate me for who I am, because this is who I am. You can like it or not. You can love me or leave me, because I'm never gonna stop. So these songs are perfect, and do find your own songs. Do share with me your songs. I love music, so I want to hear your personal experience, your thoughts, and do share that. Okay, what you crave is yours to give. It may elude you right now. You may not necessarily see it. That is the paradox. So, you might see it outside of you. By envying something that is outside of you, you don't recognize that actually you have that. You're just projecting it onto the other. Okay, so, and also love the one that you're with. Okay, yourself, and love the one that you're with as your partner, rather than always thinking that others are better, hotter, or is this the one, etc. It's a human condition to think like that. But when you choose to love yourself fully, you get that you are the one. You get that others are only a reflection of you. It's ironic, we're always searching for that which we already are. You know, we're not made of energy. We are energy. You know, forget about striving to be spiritual being. We are that in our innate nature. We are that. In Hebrew, spirituality is ruchaniyut. And I love that because I play on the words ruchaniyut. Ruach means spirit. And ani is me. And hayut or havut, it means the beingness. Okay, it is the spirit in the beingness, ruchaniyut. So if you told 2020 years ago to approximately plus minus to a man called Yehoshua that you desire to be a spiritual being, he would probably look at you in puzzlement. You know, we cannot separate spirituality from our nature. This is who we are. We are of spirit. Human being is a human spiritual being in essence. It's like saying that the water needs hydrating. It's a laughable matter. It is in our human divine design nature. Okay? So rise in love with yourself. Do not wait until others love you. Love yourself truly. Give to yourself that which you so crave and long for to receive. Give it freely to others, you know, whether it is acceptance, whether it is compassion, whether it is listening to others, really listening to what they're saying, really getting them. Give that freely to others. If that is what you crave, and you will receive multifold, and it will grow and abound. So this is it, really. Tomorrow on day 6, we will talk about play, dream, and design. So thank you for your time. I really honor whom you are. Live the life that you love. Live it out loud and thrive. Namaste.